So it is June 23rd and I am so excited to share what is going on in the garden. It's been 10 days since I did this. Lots of little fruits happening, lots of flowers happening. So here we go. Right now the peas are loaded. Something I noticed, and I'll show you over there, are the flowers match the flowers that are on a sweet pea plant. But the sweet peas obviously don't produce peas, they're just a pretty flower. But man, there are peas everywhere. I'm so glad I did as many as I did this year because they are doing great. And I've picked a few times. Carrots are awesome. I want to pick one. Gotta find some that are close together because I picked one yesterday. Maybe I don't need to. I don't know. I'm just gonna pick some that might be too close together to another one. But when I did that yesterday, ooh, this is something. Where is it? Put my finger on it. Cover that one up. Protect that one. I'm not ready to pull them. I think they're far enough apart. But we pulled one yesterday. Ate the first carrot of the season. It was small, but it was pretty sweet, pretty good. Pick out a couple weeds in here. I've got a bean plant in here that's finally going. The lettuce is getting bigger. Not so much damage since the last video I did was all about, got another carrot over there to cover up, but was all about damage. And so I put a bunch of 7 dust out and that seemed to do the trick because I'm not seeing as much. And I did oil and soy sauce traps. Those caught quite a few things. So on to the next. I don't know if you can see, there we go. Broccoli head 1. This one's small, so there's nothing there, but then there's a broccoli head 2. So I'm getting some broccoli. My beans have been doing really well. These Roma beans, that's a small one, but they're flat and they are good. We had some with dinner and the other varieties. It was delicious. We have this nasturtium growing into the yard and so pretty and so big. And now this tomato plant is just simply loaded. Down there we have 1 bunch, 2 bunch, 3 bunch, 4 bunch, all have fruit on them. And then there's all over. This tomato's gonna be fantastic. Just regular red cherry tomatoes. In here I have bachelor buttons going crazy with buds, so I'm so excited for these to open up. The zinnias back here are getting huge. Some buds on there, those look great. And onion down here. So sorry, onion. I'm gonna let you keep going. I don't know what's gonna happen to you because there's no sun getting to them at all. The bachelor button, now I know, gigantic. So I'm gonna have to rethink that one for next year. And they're flopping over too. So I love them. They're tall, they're bushy. Not sure where to put them next year, but I love how they're tall and gorgeous. Just not placed where I would have chosen had I known they get that big. The zinnias down here are doing much better. Not so much damage as they're getting taller and bigger. So that's a good thing. And this is supposed to be a mix of zinnias, so I don't know what's coming in. Sweet pea over here. Sugar snap peas over here. Just getting nice and big. So I'm gonna be able to pick a few more. I picked some last night, so I'm gonna give them the day and wait. This sweet pea, I'm really kind of excited how it's growing off to the side and it's filling in this wall. I don't really enter or exit from here. It's really just to the fences deter rabbits and things like that that are low to the ground. So I love how the sweet pea is going to the side like that. So hopefully it just keeps doing that. Over here, one sweet pea is opening up and we have a white one because I have a mix of color. And then, oh, pretty pink. The forget-me-nots have the buds. They take a while to flower. They just get nice and tall. Because I watched a time-lapse video because I didn't know what they would turn out to be. But they get nice and tall and then they'll start to bud. Ooh, here's an exciting thing. There's some fruit. I've been looking at my cucumbers and I like the idea of the wall of them, but because it's, you know, the mesh is really tight, I don't know how I'm gonna pick these. I don't know how they're gonna grow against everything. I don't want you in there. Get out. I like that you're pollinating if you are, but I really don't want an earwig in my garden. That's a pest that I don't want ever to see if I can help it. But they look great. I just, like I said, I don't know how they're gonna grow. So that's still an experiment. This side's getting much better. I cut last time, these were all wilted, these two plants, and I gotta cut that one off and that one off. But they were all wilted. This one came back. This one was wilted, but the stem was still intact. Then I could see that there were leaves starting to come back. So I cut all the dead stuff off. So it's always nice. Wait these things out because you never know. And here it is. They're doing great. So I've got to come back and cut those. It's another reason why I like to do these videos, to see, what do I need to do as I look closer and talk about everything. So there's more sweet pea here. So once things start to die back, the sweet pea is vining everywhere. I have a sweet pea over in here. There it is. Because I don't know how long the bachelor button, I hear, has a short life once it starts to bloom, but there's so many buds on it that I can't imagine it would die off of that fast. So there's that bachelor button. So pretty. A little pollinator of some kind in there. I don't know what you are, but you can hang out. That's okay. These zinnias are doing real nice. So you can see the aftermath of, what's happened to all those poor leaves on here. I'm not gonna cut those back because, well, maybe some are really not nice, but they're still growing and budding out, so I'm thrilled. I cut back some flowers last night because I'm told that helps push them out, so I did that. These peppers in here taking their time, but got some progress. Beautiful marigolds that I started from seed. They are getting bushy and beautiful, doing their job, keeping pests, that aphids and things away, which is great. See, this one is just flopping all over. I have it staked in here. I definitely believe that's helping because I think that'd fall right over. Here we have another fantastic, this is the Sun Sugar cherry tomato. It's got this one huge pack of fruit coming, and then so I gotta move this out of the way, but here, that one's getting nice and big. So lots of nice things going on. This is my jalapeno, which is looking pretty good. I don't know if they're all kind of turning limey green. I don't know if that's a good or a bad thing, so I'll keep an eye out. this nasturtium's not as flowery as the other one, but more bushy, which is okay. It's just so pretty. It looks still really healthy. Bugs get at it, but that's okay. I don't mind. There's so much foliage, it's bound to happen. Gotta stay a little more positive about those things from my last video. It was a little complainy. And the kale, I did one cutting, so I could do another cutting. I've got some. This one, I don't really know. It's just a plant at this point. I wouldn't really eat any of those. I don't know, maybe. But that had a lettuce, looks lovely. So this, all things are looking nice in here. I've got to check my bean plants again because I think I'm gonna have to do a picking soon, and then they might be ready to pull. Because I think once they produce, that's it. I don't see new flowers forming. I've got to read and remind myself on that one. I'm not sure. Okay, and then over on this side, I've got these Cracker Jack magnolia or marigolds coming up. So big, beautiful flowers. I did a cutting of one last night to add to an arrangement, and it was orange and very pretty. Okay, now I have these. This guy was a volunteer, and this guy was a volunteer, and they're staying rather small. Now, I don't know what varieties they're gonna be because I have planted more than one variety in this bed, but would it be seeds from last year or previous years? I can't wait to find out. I'm thinking this could be a chocolate cherry tomato, and then I don't know about that, but they're short, but they're getting flowers, so I'm not upset about that. And then this is my Marzano. This is the first I've seen fruit on it, so that's exciting. Not a whole lot of flowers forming, but that's okay. But he's very short, very bushy, very pretty plant. And then I have this mammy. Look at this guy. He's coming. And then I've got flowers down here, flowers there. So that's happening. And then a pepper back here, which is getting nice and tall. He's reaching for the sun, but he's coming. It's all good. Cilantro. It's looking really pretty. Zucchini. And look, there's some fruit down here. Just one, two coming. But I think it's doing what it needs to do, so that's exciting. Marigolds. There we go. So that's all. I think everything in here. Now we're gonna take a walk to the fence. Show what's in here. All right. Peppers, lemon peppers, and okay, I keep saying this, I need to read some more. Pruning, do I let all the leaves keep bushing out, or do I cut and let side shoots? Like this one has 2 side shoots, and I think I pruned right there in the middle. Yeah, you can tell I did right there in the middle. It's got another side shoot coming. So yeah, might be doing the right thing. This is looking beautiful. Squash. And I did some pruning yesterday. We got a nice rain, almost ½ an inch last night. The stuff that I planted back here, forget-me-not and the zinnias, look great. I'm happy. This was the cantaloupe that did not look good last time, and now looks pretty great so far. I put this guy in front, so hopefully no more chewing on the flowers and the stems, because yeah, that was chewed off. All the flowers gone. Forget-me-not. Zinnias. I did a cutting, so hoping to bush out. And this was one that looked real nice. It's not dead yet, but certainly doesn't look good. think that I might leave it and let it to survive. So that's everything out here, and let's kind of look at some other things that I planted, because I haven't updated that in a while. So these, every time they flower, I cut them back, so hopefully in about another month or so they become a little bit bushier and prettier. The Impatiens doing fine. It always goes through spells where they bloom like crazy, then all the blooms die, and then buds have to start to come back. So it's like a process. They're not always pretty. I added these beautiful geraniums because these looked like junk. It was just, I needed something to fill it out while these hopefully continue to come back. And I think I kept calling them sativa, but they're really salvia. So more snapdragons. Do I have to trim this one back? I think those are old buds. Yeah, because those are new. These have to get cut. So I have another thing to trim back. That's doing well. This one's doing okay. I found more slugs on them last night around when it rained. They're not dead yet, so I'm just gonna leave them alone. I was expecting morning glories to come back up over here, and that did not happen. So this is a non-used trellis, unfortunately. Oh well, save it for another year. This is really pretty, the viola. Now this is a perennial, so I'm wondering if I keep it in this pot, overwinter it, and bring it back out, will it grow back? So that is an experiment, because I guess I didn't realize it was a perennial when I put it in here. I didn't pay attention. So that's what I have going on there. This is doing okay. When the flowers come, they're so pretty, but it's just not coming back very nicely. But it's still a pretty color. Impatiens are pretty. That one's doing fine. This one's doing fine. This one, not really doing great. It's not dead by any means, but it doesn't. The green is what I want. Pretty flowers, but it's so scarce. Oh well. Convolvulus looks great. I think I finally have buds on here that I did from seed. Pretty, pretty, pretty. Those were pretty this morning. They closed up. And then over here I moved this planter because I was having a problem with these not growing. Vinca, I think, needs a lot more sun, but this spot hopefully do it better. For all this deadheading, I don't like these for that reason. If I have to deadhead them, they're supposed to deadhead themselves, but they're not really doing that. So I should probably clean it off. I'm not really sure what to do. Oh well. I think I remember that from when I got one of these years ago. It was pretty when it flowers, but then it goes through these, again, in between spells where all of them die off at once, and then you have to wait for new growth, and the dead flowers just look terrible. So that's nothing to look at right now. Over here, I've got some morning glories still open. This one, this dahlia, not thrilled. Has not flowered in like 2 weeks. So I'm a little annoyed. This, nothing. It's not dead. It's just not doing anything. These are doing fine, but not anything too, in between stage. Petunia. These are mine. They're so pretty. I love those. These snapdragons are so pretty when they come back. I filled this in because, again, we have salvia that is trying to come back. So I just had to fill it in. This sunflower is about to pop. Look at that. Once that happens, I get to pitch this huge thing, and then it'll all be open back here for all of the morning glories and sweet peas that are in here. So that'll be nice when I can pull this beautifully huge sunflower. Again, more of my flowers, my petunias. I love that I can say that. And then things are looking nice up here. I moved another pot in here because this one seemed to be doing well, so I put it in the shade. And I think it's gonna be fine there. That one's pretty. It's filling out more. I like that spot for it. And then I put one out here. I don't want to walk out there, but that one has vinca in it, and that potato ivy and the vinca was against the garage next to this one hanging. And again, the vinca I think needs direct sun, so it just was they were getting yellow and not nice, so I decided to move them. But that's everything in the backyard. I'm not going to the front yard. Maybe I can get a shot of the side of the house though. Yeah, there are a bunch of lilies back here, so I did end up walking back, but check this out. Aren't they pretty? Yep, did not have to grow those. Those were here when we moved in. I need to cut, trim back in between where all those vines are. I don't like the shoots that come out of them. I just like the vine. The shoots are out. So those I have to get rid of. And yeah, that's where the yard is on June 23rd. So that's all I'm gonna do for today. That was a long one. Sorry. Adios.